There are something like 4,000 universities in the country. You wouldn't think that we need another one, and yet somehow all of these schools with all of these unbelievable endowments that have fancy slogans like Veritas and claims to truth in their motto and in their mission statement, and above the doorposts of the schools, they don't actually believe in those missions anymore. I think often these days college degrees aren't worth the paper they're printed on.
They are bullshit. And here's, well, that's...
I have to say, when someone applies for a job with me and they haven't graduated college or gone to college, I am more interested in that person.
Well, and this is why this elitist argument works so well in places like Ohio. There's nothing more elitist than college. And people know that. It has been in this position of this show for a very long time that the Democratic Party is kind of on the wrong side of this issue because their opinion is always, their program is always, get everybody into college. Everybody should go to college. Just the more people sitting in classrooms looking at blackboards, the better off we'll be. And I've always said, no, college is bullshit, A. And B, we should make college less necessary. Don't get everybody in college. Finally, someone's listening to me. Josh Shapiro, he's the governor of Pennsylvania, Democratic governor. This week, signed his first executive order, 92% of state government jobs won't require a four-year college degree, opening up 65,000 jobs, because you don't need a college degree for almost all the jobs they claim you do anyway.
Right.
It's a scam. It's a racket.
But it's...
Education is a racket.
But it's also... great politics.
And great politics.
It's great. What Josh Shapiro just did is fabulous. It's good for the economy. It's good for Pennsylvanians, my home state, as we were talking about before. And frankly, it's a thumb in the eye of the higher ed cartel in this country, which is a move that is fabulous for a party that is now totally associated with the urban elite. It's just, it's great all around. And we shouldn't stop with just state jobs. Like, I think about journalism, right? Used to be a blue-collar profession.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no reason you need to go to Yale and get a gender studies degree to go out in the street and ask people questions.
Well,
I tell you, Bill, campaign for 18 months in Ohio, one of the biggest applause lines I would get, or nods, depending on the audience, was when I said, we need to bring back shop class to our high schools. And if you want to start having people, there's no reason we can't have a K through 12 education system where you're not job ready coming out of it. We should be able to redesign that system in 2023. And when I said that, it resonated. It could have been rural areas, urban areas, it didn't matter. People recognize that the system is broken and that to go all in on we're going to forgive all of the student loan debt too, and you're going to take that money from a union worker who's driving 2 hours and working, their rear end off to make ends meet. You're going to take their tax dollars and you're going to give it to somebody who has a gender studies degree from wherever. That pisses people off, and I think that's part of the chasm that we have in the country right now.
So listen to this, 44% of all job seekers with college degrees regret their field. And the top regretted fields, I love this, journalism, sociology, liberal arts, general studies. Why don't you say partying? I mean, really, general studies, communications, education. In other words, all the bullshit. And you know what's going to fix this? AI. Have you been on ChatGPT? Because it can do everything all these bullshit majors can do.
Yeah.
And for the people at the Amazon warehouse who had their job replaced by a robot on the floor, they're going to have the last laugh because now AI
it's coming for me.
It's coming for white-collar jobs, exactly. All this bullshit can do. There's a...
I put it in and asked it to do a Bill Maher monologue on AI, and it spit out in 10 seconds like 5 paragraphs that sounded quite like you. It was
quite like me is not me, my friend.
Exactly. I'm not saying you.
Let's not get too ahead on...
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying the plumber is...
No, I know. It's at the door.
It's scary.
Well,